Welcome to my little repair kit video for my expedition trip of sorts to Norway late March 2025. What we've got here is a selection of repair stuff, emergency kit, that hopefully I don't really need much, if any of it. A couple of bits we will actually want to use, but mostly this is really just, a repair kit, emergency kit. If I've missed anything, help. What should I add in? If I've added in things that you wouldn't take, why would you not take it? Comment below. This is a learning exercise for you and for me. There are a few things that obviously between now, November 2024, and March 2025 that, quite clearly potentially will change. But this is a general fairly accurate depiction of what I'm preparing, to take to Norway. So it's only a short trip. It's basically like 3 or 4 days skiing and pulking. So clearly this is very much overkill. This would probably suit people going to the North Pole quite likely. But obviously we want to replicate, the expedition side of things as much as possible. So the first thing that we've got here is some cord. I'm not exactly sure how much it is. We'll have to measure it one day, but there's obviously several meters of cord there. I've put in a fire lighter, because obviously hopefully my lighters will work and everything, but obviously, fuel cooking is critical. So there's just an old light my fire thingy there that I've added in as an emergency. I'm kind of thinking, obviously, I'll have a compass, I'll have my watch, we'll have the sun, we'll have the moon, we'll have the stars, we'll have our phones, we'll have God knows what else. But I'm kind of thinking that maybe worth just putting in the emergency kit, a teeny weeny lightweight compass. At the moment I've got this big tube of seam grip with silicone. Really I could do with a smaller tube than that, but that's just what we've got, at the moment. I've got 2 pieces of nylon, I think they're sort of seal nylon, and a piece of Cuban for a patch or something like that. In this little pack here, I've got these 2 little crazy glues, one-use things. Now I've used these twice now. Once I tried to use them camping, and once I tried to use them at home, and I think they're completely useless. So they don't stick anything, so I'm actually going to leave them. I'm not even going to bother taking them. I've got this Ardilite 2 thingy. You unscrew that. I've unscrewed it a couple of times, I'm going to keep on doing it, but basically you unscrew that, stick a nozzle on the end there, push down, and then it pre-mixes the glue for you, so saves you having to mix it, and a little spatula thing there for applying glue. So I think even though that's, clearly a heavier option than super glue, I think it's going to be significantly better than super glue. So I'll take that. There's about 2 meters of wire here. It's, I think, 0.7 millimeters thick. So again, obviously this could be used for repairing skis or repairing pulks or anything that breaks. That's obviously repairing tents. This is if you get lost, and that's obviously additional guy line. This you could use for binding on skis. You could use it for skis. You could secure anything, with some wire. So there's about 2 meters of wire there. I've got, when you buy your thermarest, I probably don't need that one actually, but we'll kind of maybe just put that one there for a minute. When you buy your Thermarest, you may be aware that you get a type A patch, and I was kind of curious as to whether you could get more of that, and you can actually get these strips of tear aid patches. So I have a piece that's twice as long as this. This is probably about 12 inches here, I guess, 30 centimeters, I don't know. But anyway, whatever it is. So I've actually cut it in half, and I've just got this here. So I've got these small patches here which came with a Thermarest. Obviously the little blobby bits that come with Thermarest, and some alcohol wipes, because you need to wipe down something before applying those. And then I think that patch might just be useful. In here we've got the seam grip with, I'm guessing WP is waterproof, so I don't know whether that is enough, and I won't need one of that, but I'm tempted to try and get a small one of that in silicone. So comment below, interested your thoughts. And that's just Dynacord or something. It's very thin. It's like kite line. It's not kite line, but it's like kite line. And again, I'm just kind of thinking that, you know, if something needed securing, that's too thick and cotton is too thin, then I've got something in between. You know, quite clearly for what I'm doing, I really shouldn't be needing anything of this, but we'll take it. Two of these. If your skis broke, or you had a problem with skis or something, you could secure skins to skis with these. So I've got a couple. I'm guessing 2 is enough. If you think I need 4, then I could put 4 in, but I'm sure 2 is plenty. I've got these 2 smaller ones here, and what these are for, again, you could probably get away with just 2, but I've put 4 of those in. This is a little trick that Chris mentions in his ski book, and that's cut down like a Coke can or something similar to a Coke can. It actually cuts really quite easily with scissors. It's really not that difficult to cut down, but basically if your walking pole snaps, then you can wrap that around your walking pole and then use those as a splint, you know, for a broken walking pole. So that's what that is for. 4 cable ties, I'm sure 4 is more than enough. And kind of cable ties kind of crosses over with, you know, some of this stuff here as well. I probably don't need this thing here. I'll put that over there, because I've got this outdoor sewing kit. And then in here, we've basically got there's some thread, there's some pretty heavy duty needles, there's a few pins, and a few safety clips and safety pins in there. So that's that. There's some more tape, tenacious tape. So we've got a lot of tape. Probably really don't need all this tape, but we've got some tenacious tape in there. To be fair, the wires probably wouldn't really go in this pack, but you know, I just wanted to put them handy, so I've got, you know, charging wires that should fit everything. I think for this trip I'm going to take the actual wires rather than adapters to go on the end, because I think it's going to be easier to not lose, you know, a wire. We're going to do a video on setting up the pulk. That will be one of the next videos that I will do, where I will attach straps, not these are backup emergency straps, which again I'm highly unlikely to need, but I think it's worth, you know, having backup straps. So I've got 2 backup straps. Basically what these are, I just got this on Amazon, and in fact on one of my videos you see me using these straps, but it's just a strap like that. You get a a thing there to secure that side. So you get a thing here to secure that side, so that can't come undone. In theory, you don't need this bit here because you can tighten it like that and it's secure. But I'm just thinking, given if your stuff suddenly went walkabout because you didn't have that extra security thing, then I think that's worth putting on. I put some holes in the end, one there, so they're pre-done. Very easy. I just used the multi-tool, poked a hole in, and then got a lighter, and then just basically just burnt holes through. So I got 2 of those. Again, I'm sure one is enough and probably don't even need them. Ski ties, so that you can use these for securing skis, and obviously if anything else needs securing, then you could use these rubber straps for securing things. So we've got that. We've got 2 lots of duct tape. I wrapped it around a toilet roll. So wrapped around the toilet roll, remove obviously the cardboard. So you've got the narrow duct tape and the thick duct tape, and there's a lot of duct tape there. So, we've definitely got plenty of things to strap things up with. We've got plenty of things to tie things up with. We've got plenty of things to glue things together. We've got spare. I found these on Amazon. It took a little while to get the right one. I ended up having to send some back. But this is exactly the same screw setup as comes with the pulk. So basically it's a screw. It's an M6 screw. Screws through there. And then these have a nylon thing inside. So the bolt won't come undone. The only thing with this is you can't hand tighten them. So you need, and this is very, very light little screwdriver. You do need a screwdriver to put that in, and then of course I'll either take the Surge, which is this one, or I did keep, in the end I kept the Surge and I kept the Charge Plus, which is a little bit smaller and lighter than this, but basically then I could use the pliers to hold that, and then that screwdriver. And indeed, when we set everything up, then we will use these tools, to do it. But like I said, you do need the screwdriver and the pliers to use these bolts. If you get regular bolts without the nylon inside, then in theory, use this part here and that part there, and then you could probably just use your finger to secure it. But like I said, because there's that nylon thing in there, the bolt's just turning in my hand now. But if you used non-nylon nuts, then in theory you could probably do that with your fingers and save the weight of a little screwdriver. But I really don't think that screwdriver weighs, very much. And it wouldn't be difficult to change the, to get those regular nuts if necessary. I've just gone this way. For now, like I said, I'm kind of curious as to people's, thoughts on this. I've got this old Eagle Creek pouch, which I've had this for probably like 15 years. Remember, I got that in the Lake District with Sue, I think. I could even be like 20 years old. We might have got that on our honeymoon in 2004. I don't know, I'm not sure. Hi-ho. Oh, and then the one thing I forgot to mention is pacer pole, because Chris Townsend uses pacer pole, so that'd be more than adequate for me. Pacer pole, obviously snow things. Now, I will try to remember, because I've put these two in, it's kind of, then at least I've 100,000,000% got them in, but I will try to remember to actually attach two other ones to the pacer poles So if they fall off for any reason, which in theory they shouldn't, but if they did, then I've got these two as spare. So really these are backup, plus to remind me to, you know, fit other ones. But that's what that is. So I think that's everything. So that's basically my repair kit, emergency kit for, you know, a ski tour, well, little ski tour in March in Norway next year. So those bits we'll take out. And that's it. Yeah. Please comment below. I'm interested what other people would take, wouldn't take, why not, you know, and your thoughts on my little setup here. Thanks very much. I'll see you in the next fun little video when we do something else. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button to all. And obviously we'll see you in the next time. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. Thanks very much. We're slowly getting there. We're slowly figuring out this trip and everything. And as I mentioned in the live stream with Chris, I will do a live stream sometime before Christmas, maybe even over Christmas or something like that, between Christmas and New Year or something. And we will go through how I found the hotel, how I found the lake, you know, booking, you know, and how and why, and, you know, we can call up websites on that page, you know, using that streaming software. So we'll probably do that as well sometime. Anyway, thanks very much, everybody. We'll see you again soon.